All right, Pirate fans, welcome in to this episode of the Pirates Cove podcast. Coming to you live from Papo's place. Great place to come have some great food, great environment. Got the big screen TV over there to enjoy the ball game. You get to be streaming the Pirates Cove Friday night in Cuero if you can't come to the game on Friday night. But got a great show for you. I'm your host, Rick Walker. Joining me as always, my brother Rob. How you doing tonight, Rob?
Living the dream.
So we got three big headlines. Pirates get the big win against Hallettsville. District play kicks off, and even bigger, the Rockport Fulton Sports Hall of Fame this Saturday night. We got a special crew with us tonight. We got Brandy Carl and Logan Burton for the Hall of Fame. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. Thank you.
Yeah,
awesome.
Glad to be here.
Happy to have you. Appreciate you guys joining us. So big event. I'm going to turn it over to Brandy to talk about the event, when, where, what, all that's involved, and share the great details and talk about the Rockport Fulton Sports Hall of Fame.
All right. So the banquet is this Saturday night, 6 o'clock. It's going to be in the high school commons. We've moved it off of homecoming week this year. So it stands alone. It's not conflicting with the dance and everything. So it's going to be in the high school commons. We would love the community to come out and support that banquet. Lots of great inductees this year. We have 4 inductees. First, you wanted me to talk about the process, the nominations, and
Yeah. If you would, that'd be great. Then we'll talk about the nominees,
okay.
The folks who've been.
So the process for the Hall of Fame is, so we get stopped all the time, so-and-so did this, and they tell us about it, but what we need people to do is go to our website, and it's very self-explanatory. There's a nominations button on there, and if there was somebody that was your teammate back in 1972 or whatever that did great things, nominate them and give us some contact information on them, and then we will follow up with those people and get their accolades. Because a lot of people remember that, I'll use Dwayne Walls for an example. When I was younger, Dwayne Walls was a phenomenal football player, and I knew that. So, I would want to nominate Dwayne Walls. He's already inducted, so that's why I'm using him as an example. But I didn't know his accolades. So the committee will follow up with those people and find out what all they accomplished. So that's the way. It's very easy. We need more nominations so that it's really raises the bar on the people that we do induct. So that's how it works.
Yeah, and I would add one other thing. I'd say the age range of the people on the committee, outside of Danny, I think everybody is 35 plus, and I'd say it's that 35 to 55 years old. And and Eli, but Eli isn't originally from Rockport, right?
Right.
And so there's a little bit of a knowledge gap on the older classes. I would say the 80s and earlier. And so we're always looking for nominations.
The big qualification too is an athlete in the athlete category. They have to have been out of Rockport. They have to have been graduated at least 20 years. So people that graduated 5 years ago are not eligible. They've got to be out of school 20 years before they can be nominated.
Good point, because I was going to ask if there's any special criteria that goes involved in a selection once they're nominated. So that's good to know. Is there anything besides the 20-year mark that's a requirement to be inducted?
To be inducted, there's no requirement. We do have character and integrity points. We don't want, we want this person to be a good representative of Pirate athletics. There could be people who were phenomenal athletes while they were in high school, but then later on, they turned into turds. So we don't necessarily want that person as a representation of what Pirate athletics is.
Understood. Well, represent not only athletically, but character and, representing the Rockport Fulton community.
Right.
That's correct. And I would say we only have that 20-year time frame on athletes. As you all know, there's other categories, and with coaches and I call them Pirate fans, but other contributors to Pirate athletics. Dr. Hahn being a good example from a past class, and they don't have that 20-year requirement.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, obviously, with Harvey coming in, we've lost some of our history, some of our stats, figuring out who some of these folks were previous. How can folks help? Besides nomination, is there send you guys emails on, hey, I remember this guy back in, tell me how that works. Is there anything that you guys are doing there? Man, I put you on the spot, didn't I?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was just kind of thinking through it. So as of today, we're on year 3 of the process, right? And I would say a large majority of the nominations have been emails, or as Brandy described, it's hey man, you should have seen this person back in the day. They were awesome, and they should have been in that first class or second class or whatever it might be. And we're like, well, they were nominated. And so a lot of the current nominations have been done that way through word of mouth and told to a committee member who then made the nomination. I would say, like Brandy emphasized, we really want people to be doing the nominations and providing contact information either for themselves or for that person. And then I would say they better anticipate a phone call from somebody on the committee who's going to be calling looking for the details.
Makes sense.
Right? And we're wanting to know all about their athletic accomplishments.
Another thing to add is we can have people who have passed away, so posthumous people inducted into the Hall of Fame who are really deserving, but the stipulation is that we have to have surviving family members available that can come and represent that person at the banquet, because we have some great athletes that have passed away that need to be in the Hall of Fame, but where it stops with us is we don't have a contact with family members that could come represent them at the banquet. And that's another thing. If somebody is inducted, they have to be available to be at the banquet. We don't want to induct somebody and then not be present. So that
makes sense.
Yeah, attendance is mandatory.
Yeah. I think that's an important caveat there.
Sure.
So who are this year's inductees?
Go for it.
So this year's inductees, I'll start with Rick McCluster. It's Big Rick, and then Matt Pierce, Cara Matt Callahan, and Ernest Camille. And this covers a wide range of high school graduates from Rockport Fulton from 1955 all the way to 1999. So we have almost a 50-year time frame covered there, which is pretty impressive. I'd stop there. The details. Do y'all want details?
No. I think they would encourage people to come out Saturday night, 6 p.m. The Commons Cafeteria, correct? Mm-hmm. And tickets are $10.
They're $10.
$10. We invite you to come out and join. I think it's a great event. You guys do an amazing job. This will be the third year. The Pirates Cove will be streaming the event live, so you can tune in from there. But we'd prefer you to be on site and participating in the event, catch all the excitement, because this is a big part of what we're trying to do to drive attention to the success and the talent and the legends of Rockport Fulton athletics through the history of this program, because there are some true superstars obviously we want to showcase and set the example, so we're building future superstars who are striving to be in the Hall of Fame, right? But you guys obviously do a great job. Anything else you'd like to share about the Hall of Fame?
I think we ought to say something about the wall that we're doing.
The wall.
You want to do it?
Sure. So we are the permanent display for the Hall of Fame inductees is going to be in the competition gym and right above the trophy case. Right now there's a TV there and some other plaques, but that is where we're going to have the main logo, and then every inductee is going to have their own 12 by 18, I think, is the size plaque with a picture and a description of all of their accolades. So that'll be permanently on display in the gym for people coming into the games to see.
Love it.
Yeah,
and it'll just keep growing.
That's right. And it'll include a little bio of their accomplishments, the years they graduated, participated in sports. So it's going to be really cool.
I've seen some of the plaques. They look amazing. These folks have done an outstanding job. One other quick question. There's four inductees this year. Is 4 the standard number? Is it going to be 4, or will that grow? Is there anything around that criteria?
So I would say that there is no standard number.
Okay.
The committee's goal is approximately 4. The first 2 classes were 5.
Okay.
I think moving forward, we ought to expect classes in that 4 range.
Okay.
But it's going to be dependent 100% on the quality and of the athletes nominated, right? And then I would say the votes. A couple of other things. As you get voted into the Hall of Fame, you become a voter of the future classes. So not only is it the committee that's picking, but it's the past inductees.
Great.
So that's kind of cool. Can I hit on our sponsors real fast?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I wanted to give big thanks to all of our sponsors. I got to tell you that we This is the only way we make money is our sponsors. We don't have any other fundraisers or anything like that. So without them, this could not be done. And of course, the cost. This covers the cost of the banquet itself, the trophies and awards that we give at the banquet, as well as the cost for the Hall of Fame wall that we are that will be showing up soon in the next 2 to 3 months. It will be done.
Exciting.
And those sponsors are Dr. Stan Hahn, Ricky McCluster. This is Little Rick, Big Rick's son. Tidewater Properties, Benavita Seafood, SR Boil House and Papo's Place, The Boat Inn, GSM, Ardura, JSA Engineering, and Eli Ramos. So
awesome. Appreciate the sponsorship to make all this happen. Again, it's a great event. I think you guys are doing a fantastic job. I appreciate all that you guys do, and we're going to have fun Saturday broadcasting it, and we're thankful for the opportunity to do so here at the Pirates Cove.
Glad y'all are coming and showcasing this event. It's going to be great.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Cool.
So with that said, stick with us. You guys are going to be part of the predictions when we talk about
Guest pickers.
the first district game against Cuero here Friday night, so stick around. But second headline, as we talked about, Pirates beat Hallettsville Brahmas 34-13. Big game last Friday night, Rob. Talk to us, tell us what happened, give us the rundown.
Pirates got to 500, 3-3 on the season. Exciting football game, a tale of two halves, if you will. I think we played well in the first half. We maintained possession. I think we were almost 3-1 time of possession in the first half, but couldn't get the ball really into the end zone. And there were a couple of big plays we gave up. Went into halftime down in the game, but ultimately I think the team played well in the first half. But just couldn't get into the end zone, couldn't put points on the board against a very, I'd say, motivated opponent. I think they were very big for a small school. I think they were athletic. They had some key players at skill positions and created some tough matchups. But ultimately, when we got into the second half, the coaching staff, players made the adjustments, and it was a different ball club to start the second half. We held them early, created a punting situation that was almost a block punt. They tried to run with it. We stopped them, got possession there. Should have been a couple things, linemen downfield, and also could have been grounding, but we got the ball there. Scored immediately on a halfback pass, created a lot of momentum. 3 and out on the next possession, came down, scored again, and from there we never looked back. Really liked the way that we executed in the second half. Ultimately, again, the adjustments inside, outside in the run game. We threw the ball quite a bit in the first half, which I think is going to be beneficial as we go into district play. I think a lot of players played really well. I don't have anyone that stands out specifically. You might. But ultimately, I think it was a really nice team performance that ended up in a big-time win for the Rockport Fulton Pirates that I think we're better week over week for.
Yeah, spot on. I think if I was going to call out any top performances, it'd be the law office backfield, right? Alvarado, Rios, and Cowan. You know, did a nice job.
Don't forget Snyder.
And, hey, Snyder's trying to be a partner in that. He really is with the way he ran the ball. But listen, you're right with the tale of two halves. Second half was dominating performance by both sides of the ball. Physical game by our defense. Turnover, caused a few of those. Exciting second half and a fun ball game. But I think, again, what you hit on was most important is that they got better week over week. That second half, we were playing our best football. And we're going to need to do that heading into Cuero, which we'll talk about in a second. But, the first half, stalled drives. We owned time of possession, as you mentioned, but we got all the way down there, and then we'd stall out. Fourth down, wouldn't get it, turn the ball over on downs. That didn't happen in the second half. We marched and punched it right in, and then the defense made some adjustments because we were trailing at halftime. And then to turn around and make it a 34-13 victory by the Pirates shows the adjustments and the mental toughness that the Pirates had and brought Friday night. So that being said, as Coach Souza likes to say, we're on to Cincinnati, meaning we're on to Cuero, and the team is now 0-0 because district play is here, which blows my mind, that's the third big headline right now. District play is here for the Rockport Fulton Pirates, and it's a new season, and we got a tough opponent Friday night coming over to Rockport.
State-ranked opponent.
Yeah, Cuero Gobblers. So tell us about the Cuero Gobblers, Rob.
Yeah, so Coach Jared Feacoch brings his Cuero Gobblers in ranked number 5 in the state. They're 6-0. They've played really quality football the entire season. They're battle-tested. They played a lot of really tough opponents. Last year, They were 9-4. They're regional finalists. They finished runner-up in our district. They're really talented all over the place. They bring back 7 offensive starters, 5 defensive starters off of that team, mainly around the offensive line, and then a couple of skill players, including their quarterback and a stud receiver we'll talk about in a minute. And then 5 on defense, super athletic, fast, big, strong. They have depth, so you're only going to see a couple of guys playing both sides of the football here. But ultimately, it's a really tough matchup of a very talented, big, fast, physical football team. That's why they're number 5 in state. So a couple things that to me that stand out is 1, 6-0. They have given up a lot of points defensively. And then they've done a lot of travel recently. They traveled almost 4 hours down to Harlingen for a big win. They won 35-27 last week, and then they come right back and travel here to Rockport Fulton another hour and a half on the road. So back-to-back tough road games, sandwiched between a big state-ranked matchup with Sinton. They play them next week, so number 5 versus number 7, with Sinton coming up next week. When you break them down offensively, they are a spread offense. They like to pull their guard and tackle from the backside, so they are heavy run with that spread, but when they throw the ball, they've got weapons all over the place to do it with. No bigger than first-team All-State, district MVP Walker Dietz, 6'2", 190. Last year had 73 catches, almost 1,300 yards, and 20 receiving touchdowns. So he's a matchup nightmare. He had a big game against us last year over there. So we're going to have to make some adjustments and create some matchups and force them to do some things that they want to do, get the ball into other players' hands. Not to say they don't have other playmakers. They've got a running back, number 7, Melo Perez. He's got over 800 yards rushing this season. He's double digits in touchdowns. He's also a tough matchup. So whether you stop him with the run, whether you stop him with the pass, they've got places to get the ball. They're big up front. They're aggressive. And so we've got our hands full defensively. Flipping the script on the other side of the ball, defensively, they're athletic. As I mentioned, they platoon. They don't play a lot of guys both ways, but they're big, physical, and fast. But they do give up points, and I think this is an opportunity for us to move the ball, control the ball, much like we did against Hallettsville. Against Hallettsville, we had 2 possessions in the first half of 10-plus plays, and we didn't get the ball into the end zone. That can't happen this week against Cuero, so we'll have to make sure that we capitalize when we take advantage of those long possessions, which I do expect us to have. So big matchup. Ultimately, I think the team that controls the ball, makes the fewest mistakes. I don't want to get into my prediction.
Or the Spears & Co. keys.
Yes, so leading into the Spears & Co. Keys to the ball game. So number 1, we've got to capitalize on time of possession. Number 2, we've got to get pressure on the quarterback. Number 3, we've got to tackle well. I probably have those in a different order up there, but we've got to tackle in space, and when we do, we've got to get them on the ground at first contact. So we can't get there and then give up the big play. Big plays are what got us last year, and I think if we make sure not to give up the big play, we tackle in space really well, get pressure on the quarterback, and turn them over, I think we have a really good chance to win this football game, especially knowing their mind is likely on the Sinton game next week. Right, that's the big matchup everyone's thinking about. Sinton, by the way, has a bye this week. They've had an extra week to prepare. That's probably on Cuero's mind, traveling all this distance back-to-back weeks. I think Rockport Fulton has a great chance to win this football game on Friday night.
Well said. Couldn't agree more. I think it's going to be a fun night. We invite you to come out, be loud and proud in the stands. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. at Rockport Fulton Stadium, Pirate Stadium. We ask you to be there and be loud, which I'll get to in a minute. But if you can't make the ball game, there's really 2 ways to catch it: at home on the Pirates Cove Sports Network, where we will be streaming it. And then the other thing is you can watch it right here at Papo's place on the big screen if you can't be at the stadium. But I will challenge you, try to be at the stadium. And hitting on your analysis of Cuero, I think you're spot on. I think the Pirates have a tough matchup, but I think we're ready. I think we've gotten better week in, week out, where we're ready to play the type of football that's needed to beat the Cuero Gobblers. And we've got to go in there, expect to win. We've got to play physical. We've got to cause turnovers, and we've got to minimize our mistakes. And I really love our chances to surprise the world and Rockport Fulton beat the Cuero Gobblers. So that being said, it's prediction time, the fun time.
It is.
I'm going to let y'all think about it while Rob gives his prediction for Friday night. Then I'm coming to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I look at this, I think our offense can move the football. And I think we will look to dominate time of possession. And if we can have a time of possession of 2-1 and turn them over by getting pressure on the quarterback, I think we're going to get points defensively, and I think we're going to get points offensively, but ultimately it's going to turn into a shootout, and I've got the Rockport Fulton Pirates winning 47-42 on Friday night.
High-scoring game. Okay. Logan, I'm going to let you go first.
All right. Wow. He's making me question my guesses here, or my prediction here. So first off, I'd say the Pirates are going to win the game. I feel confident about that. I like what you said earlier. The law office backfield. I think they're gonna be running all night, and man, they run hard. I love watching them run. It's fun to see. So my plan. I'm going with 35-28.
Okay.
Pirates.
Like it.
All
Randy.
right. I also think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think there's going to be the Pirates are going to come up with something, whether it's a special teams play, a turnover, pick six. Not sure what it's going to be, but I'm going to go with the Pirates 42 and the Gobblers 38. High-scoring game.
We're aligned.
Y'all are aligned. See, I'm going to go low-scoring game. I do have the Pirates winning. I think it's more of a defensive matchup. I think the Pirates successfully controlled time of possession, play keep away from the Cuero Gobblers, and I actually have it 28-21 Rockport Fulton over Cuero Friday night. So it should be a fun game. Like I said, please come out and join us. Be loud. Which that's my challenge this week. I need everybody that hears this to share this, pass this message to everybody you know that will be at the game. Guys, we've been very disappointing in the stands as far as loud energy. We need to be giving back to our team. I'm just calling it what it is. I need you guys to stand up, get loud, pound the stands with your feet, clap your hands, yell, scream, whatever you got to do, within reason, no profanity, right? But be as loud and as you can.
Be a difference maker.
Yeah, when the Pirates are on defense and on special teams. We need that energy passed down. I tell you, it's contagious. They feel it. It energizes them, and we play better football. I promise you. So I'm actually challenging each and every person at the game that we're on defense, that we're up on our feet, and we're loud as we can possibly be, making it as difficult as we can for that Cuero offense. That's the challenge. So it's the Get Loud Challenge, brought to you by the Pirates Cove Sports Network. So please get loud.
Hey, it's a lot easier to get loud when there's a lot more people there. These Rockport Fulton Pirates are putting a great product on the field. And then you've got Cuero coming in, number 5 team in state. It doesn't get much better than this for Friday Night Lights. So show up, fill those stands, be loud, be the difference. All the things that you can do to root these Rockport Fulton Pirates on.
Perfect. Anything else before we wrap up tonight's show?
Just we hope to see you on Saturday. Sorry.
That's it. No, come to the banquet. Maybe give us a heads up. Our QR codes have not been working. It's a glitch with PayPal that should be resolved tomorrow. But don't let that stop you from coming to the banquet. If you want to come, send us a message just so we know that we're not going to get hit with 50 extra people. But we definitely want the community to come and enjoy the banquet, learn about these athletes, learn some history of our athletic program. There's going to be some great stories. The inductees will have a chance to talk and give some stories and some nuggets from their time here. It's going to be a great night, so come and join us.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Please be there. It's going to be great. This will be the third one. They do a fantastic. You guys do a fantastic job. So come out, support these folks who have been inducted. Anything else?
Yeah, a couple of games in the area. You've got George West undefeated 6-0, Odom 6-0 in a matchup, and you also got state-ranked DeSoto versus Duncanville, which is one of the biggest games in 6A. You got some San Antonio area games. You got New Braunfels at Bernie Champion, which will be for a playoff spot, the winner of that game. And then in the district, you've got Ingleside and Robstown. So that'll be a good matchup. I think Robstown, even though Ingleside's a friend of the program, love Coach Chrisman, but I think Robstown's going to get him this year, and I think Robstown is going to make the playoffs. And then obviously Rockport, Fulton, Cuero. Sinton is on a bye. So a lot of good football. Everybody's starting district play. Week 7, really exciting week. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. The great thing is it takes one win to get into the playoffs in the district, but our aspirations at Rockport Fulton are greater than that. We won a district championship. It starts Friday night with Cuero. And again, streaming live on the Pirates Cove Network. The best way to catch the game is in the stands, streaming from your device so you can watch the replays. But if you can't do that, either at home or right here live at Papo's Place on the big screen, catch the live stream of the broadcast. For everybody here, thank you guys. Appreciate you joining us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you Friday night. Go Pirates.
Go Pirates.
Go Pirates.